Okay, gentlemen. And this is a gameplay trailer? Okay. Company of Heroes 3. Before we start, any announcement date? Not really. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Here we fucking go. Like, here we go. I'm gonna... People like you, Tupac, the new Tommy is just gonna permaban people like you. No offense. I love you, but I just don't need you anymore. We also have the Game of Thrones tier. We have a lot. Here we go. Cinematic Company of Heroes 3. Before we start, I want to share something. I've been withdrawing myself from sugar. I'm heavily sugar addicted. I think most humans are, right? And in Italy, I tried to really stop sugar. I can literally feel the addiction and the withdrawal. My mouth is dry. My brain is like, I want the Coca-Cola, please, man. It really, for the first time in my life, I feel withdrawal. And it's heavy. I have a very dry mouth, and dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how much, damn. Crazy withdrawal shit. I've heard a place in Italy. German occupied Italy, 1953. I heard a place in Italy. This instantly reminds me of Commandos 2. Very old game that the younger kids will not know. Hey, that looks really good, man. How is it that Company of Heroes 3 can make trailers like this, and every time Hoi 4, a game that sold 1 million copies and got 100,000 positive reviews on Steam, has little comic pictures as a fucking trailer? This is kind of me 2 weeks ago, going to Italy. Italy still looks like this. Aperto. Chioso. Buongiorno, signora. Oh, mille grazie. Piacere. Una acqua naturale, per favore. Ah, una pizza margarita, sì. Il conto? Thank you, Laura. Thank you, man. This reminds me of Commandos.
Let's move. Our tanks are coming.
Herr Weber?
Herr Weber!
Frau Russo, guten Morgen.
How did the Germans not see them
Sorry to
coming?
keep you waiting. Wouldn't start without you.
Das ist für Ihre Soldaten.
Danke, das ist sehr nett von Ihnen.
Shit, she's
Kein Problem.
backstabbing the Germans.
Einen
Unbelievable.
schönen Tag noch.
This looks amazing, man.
Hey Jungs, schaut, was wir haben.
Was ist das?
Bam! Oh! My grandpa just fucking died! What the hell? Yo, funny story. I'm sorry for interrupting. I have to be a reaction streamer. So, my grandma has Alzheimer's, right? And my family is known for never talking about anything. And lately, a weird thing is happening where my mom visits her mom, my grandma, often. And she tries to learn about old stories. She's about old stories. And it's super crazy how my grandma is 83 now, and she has really Alzheimer's. And now my grandma is telling these old stories from back in the day. We always thought my aunt... This is so interesting. For 82 years... you know, my mom has a sister, a half-sister. Same mom, but my grandpa's not her dad. My aunt. And for many years, we thought that she was a rape child. That my grandma has been raped by an older man back in the 50s. And that's what we thought for many, many years. And this other day, my mom is sitting in the park with my grandma. And she's asking funny questions and stuff. And my grandma, and it comes out, it wasn't a rape. She had an affair with him. She had an affair with that guy. She had an affair with this older man back in the day. And then she was talking about the war and stuff. And then my grandma said something that she never said in 83 years. Funny story, yeah. She said, I'm so sad because in my life I wanted to see my father's grave. And my mom's like, what do you mean? You never talked about this. And she said, yeah, your grandpa's grave, because he died in Poland on the retreat. And then she told literally the city where his grave is, somewhere in Prussia. And now my mom wants to make a trip there and go to the grave of my great-grandpa, her grandma, on a soldier cemetery in Poland. And we never knew about this, right? My grandma just randomly puts that out, man. What is his name? I don't even know his name right now, but... She wants to do a trip there with me. I feel a bit like, I don't want to do a trip there just to see some random dude's grave. I mean, what the fuck? Your mom never met her father? She never met her grandparents, her grandfather. No, my parents' generation, they never met their grandparents because they all died in the war. They never met their grandpas. You very rarely met a grandpa.
Forward to the church!
And all my great grandfathers, they all died me. Sorry, allergy. This is Churchill, right? This looks actually really good. It's like a Call of Duty character. Oh, that's medium twos? I don't know. Sorry, my allergy. Swords back! Hey! Probably Italian soldiers. Oh, come on. This is mean steel division. Nothing fucking hits. Why do I have a German bias here? That's kind of edgy.
Cover! Get the radio! I'll cover you! Go!
This is like an urban battle in Italy in Part 4. This is kind of what happens when you zoom it in.
Send in the planes, now!
Beautiful. Italy is beautiful.
World class!
Thank you, Jack Ernie's. Thank you. Where's your respect for your grandfather? I will do everything to go there if I were you. Yeah, Becca, because you're not a very bright guy. What the fuck? What kind of people like you celebrate or over celebrate their ancestors that were in war? I have zero connection to my great grandpa. I've never met him. I know nothing about him. And how is that disrespect? I drive to random guys who I never met grave to be like, oh, thank you that you fought for Germany, man. How fucking awkward is that, man? I think you're really over celebrating shit like that. I'm sad for him. I can't show. Do I have the picture here? Wait, I think I just, when my grandma told the story, I made a picture of him. It's really sad because like I feel for him. I feel sadness for a story, but don't come at me with I'm disrespectful because I don't travel to his grave, you weird fucker, man. So my mom, she got this picture album where my grandma was a little girl. And it's really sad because the pictures, they start very chill. The grandpa's there, her father, and he's in the Nazi uniform, and it's Christmas. Christmas 43, they still had a normal Christmas, everything was great. And then you turn the page, and you never see the grandpa again. He was just gone. I'm just, how do you open gallery? Do I have the picture here? One sec. I think I have it on this phone. She showed me the pictures. There it is. I only have one picture. Thank you for the $50 fucking dollars, man. God damn it. If my grandpa would have known. If he would have known. Thank you very much for the 50. So here's my grandpa and my grandma. In 1943. I don't know why anyone gives a fuck about this. And he died in 44. He never... This is my ancestor. Kind of interesting. I looked at his face. I feel like... I don't know. He has like my ears. And that's my grandma, dude. That's my grandma. Yeah, and he was... It's interesting because these old people, they never talk about... Yeah, we have the same dick size. So awkward. Imagine he's in heaven right now and he looks at this weird ginger talking about him on a stream. How awkward. And they never talk about this stuff, right? And he was always wearing a flying uniform. He must have been in the Air Force or some shit. I think that's all the pictures I have. Yeah, but... Respect him and visit his grave. What an awkward thing to say, man. Very awkward. Was a fighter race? My great-grandpa was a soldier in Austria-Hungary. I don't feel anything except sadness. I agree with that. I feel sad for these people. As I'm looking at old pictures of my... I have 4 great-grandpas, right? And I know 2 of them. I'm just sad for these guys. They're... I literally showed the letters live on stream. They're just... I'm sad for them. I'm very sad for them. They lost everything. They lost their families to fight in this dumbass war for these tyrants. It's very sad. Very sad. Don't worry, I will play the Germans, don't worry. Very good, that was a good trailer. Who is the... Sega money is behind that, and Relic, that's why it's Looking so good. And then we have a gameplay trailer. I'm going to play this, obviously. Does anybody know anything about the release date? Pre-alpha? Can't wait to buy the deluxe edition in 7 years. Does anyone have late next year? They're gonna take a while, huh? Gonna take a long time. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna play this, man. That's for sure. Late 2022. Will you prep for this game in a couple years too? Yeah, I'm not.
It was 1944. Our orders were to liberate the Italian city of Gaeta. Taking the beach was our first objective. Shells were raining down on us as we rushed toward the German fortifications. The German bunkers were overlooking...
I just want to say, you guys always talk about company affairs, Tommy. Play company affairs, Tommy. Play Tommy. And my problem that I always have with company affairs, it's a great game. I like playing it, right? So we have, this is one group of soldiers, and this is another group of soldiers, right? And they're fighting in the open fields, right? They're shooting each other, bam, 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 bam. And what I hate is the arcadiness of this game. Meaning, look, if you get shot in the open field, you're fucking dead. If you look, for example, at postscriptum, held it loose, I shoot you in the chest, you're instantly dead. In this game, unfortunately, which I always dislike personally a bit, you take away health very slowly.
Welcome back, Tommy Hypers, Tommy Hypers.
In front of a field, they're in a field. One sec. And what happens is bam, 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 bam. Ah! Bam, 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 bam. Ah! Bam, 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 bam. Ah! I always hated that. No offense, it's just my personal opinion. I never liked this arcadiness of it.
And once we were in range, we hit them from both sides.
There's realism mode?
Once the first bunker collapsed, the defense opened up. After securing the beach, we were told to take a nearby Flak 88. Blowing up the artillery was the only way we could hold our position.
We've been waiting for the MFC again, right? Looks good. The fuck is shooting up the ball?
We accomplished our mission, but not...
What the fuck? Ninja shit?
Without losses. And this long day had just begun.
Jesus.
While we led the main front, they dropped in paratroopers to stop any German reinforcements. They never saw them coming.
Cut him down!
This makes me heavily excited for Steel Division 2 mega campaign with Fabian. I'm so excited. I hope Fabian comes. He's very busy lately. He has a new Rainbow Six clan, but I can now play a fucking Steel Division 2 full campaign with Fabian.
They never stood a
so
chance.
Excited. That's gonna be so cool. That is the coolest shit, man. I hope Fabian has some time.
The outskirts of the city.
He's very busy lately.
Now ours.
That's gonna be sick.
We set up a forward base, urgently building a triage center for the wounded. We rallied together and prepared for the final assault. We made our way toward the city square. They were expecting us, but we were one step ahead of them.
Yeah, you can go in houses.
Even with the help from the British,
what does that mean?
we knew this was going to be an uphill fight. German troops were gathered in the main square. We didn't expect that level of resistance.
It's the same sound effects in CO8. The thing fixed
Under heavy
so
fire,
he made his own
buildings collapsing around us, and for a while, they had the upper hand, but we kept on pushing. We managed to hold the position long enough for air support to arrive.
The problem with Captain Fury's late game is always that you just have tanks everywhere, right? Just tanks on the whole map. And artillery, it's just artillery. Thank you, Majestic Dandy.
The city was ours, but our fight in Italy had only just begun.
That looked like a campaign map mode for a second? Wait. I don't think the tanks were this big back then. This looks like a campaign map mode. Nice. That's cool. I'm feeling that. Thank you, Bethel.
Only just begun.
Nice. Cool. Thank you, Dyer. So I'm going to talk about vacation later. I have to find my other phone. I can do a big talk about the vacation. Because I don't think we'll do vlog. I can show you. I did so bad. The clips I made on vacation are so trash. You can literally not make a video. Don't be cut out. Okay, interesting. I don't know if I'm still live in 2022. That's why I'm not ultra excited. But interesting.